American consumers, they believe that there's a health issue with GMOs. It's also experimental. They recently just came out with it, and they don't really know the harmful traits that it has. They're worried this will harm more than help. Anti-GMO groups and advocates, they have not seen any proof that GMOs help, which I feel like as more time goes on, they will start seeing the benefit of it, or they will start saying that it is harmful. So I think it just needs a little bit of time. Pro-GMO groups and advocates, they believe they are changing the DNA. They're just modifying it to make it a little bit different, and adding useful traits into the food. Industrial scale farmers are producing more to feed a much larger group of people as more people come to America, or as there are new kids being born every year. They're just trying to feed that bigger population that is growing and keeps growing. Organic and small scale farmers, they do not think it is safe, and they don't want those chemicals in their crops or want that to be fed to people. The biotech companies, they want to find the gene that needs to be modified or changed, so they just change it a little bit. Scientists believe that there is no harm being done. They think that this is okay because there has been genetic modifications to different crops, and that has been over time, and they just think this is something that they need to do. There are a lot of pros and cons, but I only picked 3 to do. One of the pros is it gives foods more of a desirable trait. The next pro is it makes crops more resistant to diseases as they grow, and it also protects them from insects. 3, there's a lower cost for consumers. And then some of the cons that I picked are, this is relatively new, so there's little known about the long-term effects, which I think that just needs a little bit of time to figure out if there are any. Also, GMO foods have a more potential to trigger allergic reactions, and most consumers don't know this until that they have already had that allergic reaction. And then the last one is researchers believe that eating GMO foods can develop cancer. There are many different topics and arguments about this topic, and I think that if you don't want GMOs, there's always that organic option. But I just think GMOs need a little bit of time to kind of come in and see if there are any harmful traits or if they do need modified, because it does take time to figure out all the kinks that are happening. And I think if it is really bad, then there needs to be a huge change, but I think it just needs some time to develop and see those different reactions.